All right, YouTube. I don't know how much of this I'm gonna get done today, but I'll take you along for the ride. I'm gonna start tackling these airlines that are frayed and completely falling apart. Definitely not gonna be able to get to all of them, but I'm gonna start doing them at least, just like they say, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So I'll show you what I got. I got these airlines all pretty much need replaced. The only one that doesn't is this one, but I'll probably replace it anyways because I'm going to go with the color-coded DOT line. All those are bad. I got these ones that are going to all need replaced as well. They're dried and cracking, especially this one here. I don't know if the camera shows it, but it's pretty bad. None of them, these ones don't leak, but not long. This one's all frayed. Jumper between the tanks. You can see I replaced that little one already. It's actually quite a ways away from the exhaust there. It just looks like it. Gosh, the camera makes it look like it's like touching. Oh, anyways, it's got well over an inch between it. But that braided one, you can see it's starting to fall apart. And then this main one here, this one does leak right here. So start on that today and we'll see how far we can get. But eventually all these lines will be replaced. These ones got to be moved away from the exhaust anyhow. They are touching it since I put the exhaust on. And then after that, then I'll work my way down and start tackling all these lines that don't leak yet. But I want to loosen this clamp eventually and roll all these so I can get rid of these 90s and have everything look nice. So let's get started. Oh, I guess I can show you really quick the airlines that I'm going to be using. Just using what I got. I had in a video a long time ago, one of my first videos, I have a 1945 Kenworth. I don't have it anymore, but I swapped every airline over, had copper line, and went to all DOT colored line. So that's what I got. Got some 1/2 inch, got a small 1/2 inch somewhere floating around. I got a 1/2 inch red roll, but this 1/2 inch here, 3/8, a bunch of 3/8 and quarter, stuff like that. So just utilize what I got for now and tackle as much airline as I can. All right, so this is the one that goes from the compressor to the governor. It's a signal line. And it's a good thing we're replacing all this because, I mean, look at that. It's all formed and then bet you it'll break in half. Huh, it actually did. Oh my God. Look at that. Didn't even fight me. I thought it'd bend and like stay or maybe crack and make some noises, but that actually just broke in half right on the camera. Yeah, good thing we're doing this. Okay, well, I'm getting airlines off and unhooked and, other ones out and getting all this stuff cleared up so that I can get to this stuff. I definitely won't be able to get to all of them, but the first one I'm going to address is this one. But look at this. This is what happens when people throw things together, when something breaks and making it work out in the sticks. And then it's an old loader, so I don't care. But I mean, it's got 1/8 inch pipe to a 3/8 pipe. And it goes back down over here from 3/8 to quarter, right there. So it's all sorts of sizes right there. Well, anyways, I'll come back to it after I get this one fixed. I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, we'll go over here to my pipe assortment, and I'm gonna look for a 1/8 inch pipe to 1/4 inch pipe adapter. Right there's one. 1/4 inch pipe to 1/8 inch pipe, so I'll take all that apart and use that. Then I need a T, which is right here on top, for 1/4. Perfect. Okay, I'll show you what I'm doing here in a minute after I get all this taken apart. Alright, well, unfortunately, excuse me, this is about as far as I'm going to get today, which isn't as good as I wanted, but I got this line that comes down, and it'll be all tucked and zipped up out of the way, like that, where it won't rub on nothing. I found a brass 1/4" T instead of that pipe, so that looks a little nicer. But what's holding me up is these are 1/8 inch, these are 1/4, or this is 1/4 and this is 1/4. But they're so freaking corroded in here. I mean, I'm slipping the wrench on that one. I'll probably have to use a torch to get it warm. So I'm gonna take a break on that, spray some penetrator, and I'll let those sit and get to these ones later. That'll give me some time to order up some fittings here, because I'm gonna run all 3/8 line. I'm not gonna run 1/4. They're all just gonna be 3/8, so they look the same. This is 3/8 here. And then, but I did get this in, and this is that one that looped all the way up and was cracked. And it's long because these are all gonna go up like this on a bracket here. And then it'll get all zip tied together and it'll look nice. And then zip tied down out of the way. But I put a fitting there all the way, and that's the signal line to the governor. And so I think that'll look good, but you know, slowly but surely, not as fast as I wanted. This line I haven't routed yet, but it goes all the way to the air dryer. And it's all curled under there. But it'll run down the frame rail, and I'll zip tie the whole harness together, kind of like this one is, but it'll be clean, and all the DOT airlines. So now, since I can't get any more on that project for right now, I'm gonna focus on getting this one off, getting the zip ties cut, and I can make a new line for that one. And then this one, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet. I can't route it under the transmission. There's no real spot for it unless I went from this air tank across, put a bracket here, and then came back up, which I could do, but it's kind of hokey. I also thought about making a little bracket here and then coming underneath the auxiliary here and then back up. Not quite sure yet. My other option is to come up from the tank, come down around this cross member back, and then down, which won't really be a big deal, just a lot of wasted hose. So anyways, that's the dilemma anyhow. So let me figure that out. But for now, I got to get that hose off anyways, and this big hose off, because both of them need replaced immediately before I drive it. This one is actually in really good shape. It just corroded here, but it's very flexible. And but I'll replace them both. So anyways, let's see. Man, even just getting these zip lines or zip ties all cut, moving these hoses, just broke this one. You can see it's got a sharp bend and it's cracked. And that one goes to, you can see there, that's the track protection valve on the frame rail, which means that sucker probably goes all the way up into the cab. So get myself a new mess here, but needs done. I'll just keep on keeping on. This is the line that I just took out that was there and went around, and as you can see, it was not long for this world. So I'll replace it with that one, that 1/2 inch DOT line, and that actually goes to the tractor protection valve. So probably never be used because I don't plan on hauling a trailer behind this, but that's what it's gonna get as new lines anyways. Okay, I'm gonna have to call her quits on this stuff over here. Getting in over my head, not over my head, but like I don't have the hoses and fittings for a lot of these, you know, 1 inch and 3/4 inch pipe, and you know, JIC. It's got some JIC fittings and all sorts of weird stuff hooked together under the cab. So before I forget where it all goes, and I'm gonna hold off on that, and I'm trying to go back to what I was originally just gonna start on today, which was tackle all this. So I'm gonna be working, oh dang it, I'm gonna be working at getting these off and replacing this one first. This one will stay for now because it's actually in fairly good shape, and I don't have a 3/8 a long enough 3/8 hose to go all the way back. So I'm gonna hold off on that, but I'm gonna do this one, and then hopefully this one today. So yeah, let me see. See if I can hammer a fitting on there and get that one loose, and if not, I'll put some heat to it. Okay, YouTube. Well, today was, I would consider, a failure. I got the hoses in. They'll all be zip tied and look nice and routed. Got more hose for it, but I'm gonna pretty much consider it a failure today. I need to get some more fittings. Whoever decided to make these manifolds, well, not really manifold, but whatever you want to call them, out of aluminum, I hope they died a slow, painful death. Everything is so corroded that I can't get it apart. I mean, I fought this one just to get that one out, and that one for, you know, probably close to an hour. But anyways, when they're all done, it'll look nice. So, I mean, I have the torch out, and yeah, gosh. But anyways, it's, I mean, I guess little by little, like I said, coming together, just, you know, not as easy as I thought. So, and then, of course, I noticed, look at this. That came off this one. So that did come out. But it was a fight. So, like I said, when everything's routed, it's gonna look nice, and it'll be cleaned up and zip tied, and everything will be in nice harnesses out of the way. It won't be touching everything. But if you look over there, look how bad those wires are. I'm afraid to move this, and this thing's moving like crazy. I'm sure I'm gonna have air leaks there now with those hoses. So, anyways, little by little, I need to buy a lot more 3/8, and I need to buy, oops, I don't have that one tight yet because I put it in there, but I didn't tighten the ferrule up or anything yet in case I have to unhook them. Yeah, so gotta buy quite a bit more 3/8, some more ferrules and stuff like that. But anyways, at least I mean, they had to be replaced anyways, right? So slowly but surely. Talk to you guys later.